Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. So we have already discussed the class on anatomy of larynx. That's the last class we discussed few months back. Now again we will revise what is the anatomy of larynx, because everything, every bit and everything is a 4 marks question, and everything is a bit in the PG entrance examination. So now we'll talk about what are the paid cartilages, what are the unpaid cartilages. So the unpaid cartilages are thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and epiglottis. These are the unpaid cartilages. And when we come to paid cartilages, the paid cartilages are corniculate, cuneiform, and erythroids, CCA. Corniculate, cuneiform, and erythroids are paid cartilages. So they can ask any question regarding which is paid cartilages, which are unpaid cartilages. They can ask the 2 marks question, or they can ask as PG entrance examination. Okay, so this is regarding the paid cartilages and unpaid cartilages. So when we come to these cartilages, the thyroid cartilages, thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and erythroids, they are made up of hyaline cartilage. Thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and erythroids, they are made up of hyaline cartilage. So because of this hyaline cartilage nature, there is chance of calcification of the cartilages. So when you see in the X-rays, when you say calcification in the region of larynx, you have to suspect that the calcification is present in thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and erythroids, because the thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and erythroid, they are made up of hyaline cartilage. So there is a question, in which cartilage there is no calcification. The options are thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, erythroid cartilage, epiglottis. The answer will be epiglottis, because the epiglottis is made up of fibrous cartilage, but the thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and erythroid cartilage, these 3 cartilages are made up of hyaline cartilage. So calcification is present only in thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and erythroid, and there is no calcification in epiglottis, corniculate, and cuneiform. Okay, this is a very, very important topic. Now we will discuss about individual topics, and you remember only 1 point regarding each cartilage. That will be the question. Okay, first we'll talk about the thyroid cartilage. So what is the important point in the thyroid cartilage? The thyroid cartilage is a butterfly shaped cartilage. So the only cartilage which is butterfly in shape is thyroid cartilage. So the thyroid cartilage has 2 lamina. It has 2 lamina. See, this is the thyroid cartilage. We have right lamina and left lamina, and the projections upwards and downwards, they are called as cornuae of the thyroid cartilage. These are the cornuae of the thyroid cartilage. So nothing to worry, just to see the attachment and write the names. Okay, that means the thyroid cartilage, this cornea is attached to the hyoid bone by what ligament? Thyrohyoid ligament. This cornea is attached to the cricoid cartilage by the cricothyroid joint. Is it audible to everyone? You are listening, sir? Okay, thanks. See, definitely there will be bits from this thyroid anatomy, from this larynx anatomy, and whatever I say, please note it down, because definitely it will come as a bit in the question, in the final PG entrance examination, or it will be asked as a 2 marks and 4 marks question. Please, so please don't miss today's class. Okay, I'll make it in an easy form. See, we have superior horn or cornea, or inferior horn or cornea. This superior cornea is attached to the hyoid bone by a joint called as, name it, this is the thyroid, this is the hyoid, thyrohyoid joint. And this inferior horn or cornea of the thyroid cartilage is attached to the cricoid cartilage by a joint, cricothyroid joint. So when the superior horn is attached to the hyoid bone, it is called as thyrohyoid joint. And when this inferior horn or cornea is attached to the cricoid cartilage, it is called as cricothyroid joint. Okay, and this thyroid cartilage, it has two laminas. The two lamina will get attached in the center. These two lamina will get attached in the center, and it forms 90 degrees angle. So we'll have, males will have, males will have Adam's apple. So Adam's apple is formed by the joining of both the lamina in the center at 90 degrees. But in female, this joining will be 120 degrees. 120 degrees. So this junction will not be palpable, or Adam's apple is not prominent in females. Okay, why it is prominent in males? Because it is attached at 90 degrees angle, so it is prominent in males. Okay, so this is the thyroid cartilage, this is the hyoid bone, this is the cricoid cartilage. Okay, is it correct? Is it now? Are you able to make it out? So the only complete ring, the cartilage which is complete ring, which is a complete ring, is a cricoid cartilage. So the cartilage which is a complete ring is a cricoid cartilage. So now we will discuss about the extrinsic membranes. What is the extrinsic membrane? The membranes which are present outside is called as extrinsic membrane. The membrane which is present between the hyoid bone and the thyroid cartilage, this membrane is called as thyrohyoid membrane. This is called as thyrohyoid membrane, which is getting attached from the hyoid bone to the thyroid cartilage. And the membrane which is attaching to the thyroid cartilage to the cricoid is called as cricothyroid. So the extrinsic membrane which is attached above to the hyoid bone and the thyroid cartilage is called as thyrohyoid membrane, and the extrinsic membrane which is attaching to the thyroid cartilage and cricoid cartilage below is cricothyroid membrane. Okay, so what is the importance of this thyrohyoid membrane? You must know. See, the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve has two branches. The vagus nerve has two branches. This is the vagus nerve. It has two branches. One branch is superior laryngeal nerve, and the other branch is recurrent laryngeal nerve. So vagus nerve has two branches. One is superior laryngeal nerve, and the second one is recurrent laryngeal nerve. This superior laryngeal nerve again divides into internal branch. This superior laryngeal again divides into internal branch and external branch. So the vagus nerve divides into superior laryngeal nerve and recurrent laryngeal nerve. The superior laryngeal nerve divides into internal branch and external branch. This internal branch will pierce through the thyrohyoid membrane. This internal branch will pierce the thyrohyoid membrane. So in thyrohyoid membrane, the very, very important point is which nerve pierces the thyrohyoid membrane. The nerve which pierces the thyrohyoid membrane is internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve, which is also a branch of vagus nerve. Okay, then what this external branch will do? This external branch will supply a muscle. Which is present between the thyroid cartilage and the cricoid cartilage, which is called as cricothyroid muscle. Okay, so internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve, will pierce the thyrohyoid membrane. So only nerve which pierces the thyrohyoid membrane is internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve, and this external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will pierce a muscle and supply a muscle which is present between the thyroid cartilage and cricoid cartilage, which is called as cricothyroid muscle. Cricothyroid muscle. Okay, till now it is clear. Now This thyroid cartilage will have an oblique line. This is very, very important. This thyroid cartilage will have an oblique line, and some muscles will get attached to this oblique line. What are these muscles? From the hyoid, we have a muscle called as, just name it. It is coming from the hyoid and it is getting attached to the thyroid. So from hyoid to thyroid, it is called as thyrohyoid muscle. Thyrohyoid muscle. From the thyroid, we have a sternum down. So from the thyroid to the sternum, it is called as sternothyroid muscle. So this oblique line, which is present in the thyroid cartilage, one muscle comes and attaches superiorly. That muscle is from the hyoid bone to the thyroid cartilage, which is called as thyrohyoid muscle. And one muscle comes inferiorly from the sternum up to thyroid cartilage. This is called as sternothyroid muscle. So this thyrohyoid muscle is helpful for elevation of the larynx, whereas this sternothyroid muscle is for depressing the larynx. So thyrohyoid muscle is for elevation of the larynx. Sternothyroid muscle is for depressing the larynx. Okay, so not only this oblique line also has an attachment of the inferior constrictor muscle. I'll draw on the diagram. So this is another diagram. This is hyoid, this is the thyroid cartilage, this is the cricoid cartilage, this is thyrohyoid membrane, and this is cricothyroid membrane. So only nerve which pierces the thyrohyoid membrane is internal branch of superior laryngeal nerve. Then what pierces the cricothyroid membrane and supply the cricothyroid muscle? This is the external branch of superior laryngeal nerve, external branch of superior laryngeal nerve. This thyroid cartilage has an oblique line. From this oblique line, there is a muscle which is called as thyrohyoid muscle. Superiorly, we have a thyrohyoid muscle. Inferiorly, we have a sternum. From inferior, we have a muscle called as sternothyroid muscle. So, thyrohyoid muscle and sternothyroid muscle. This thyrohyoid muscle contraction will elevate the larynx, whereas this sternothyroid muscle contraction will depress the larynx. Okay, so elevator of the larynx is thyrohyoid muscle, and depressor of the larynx is sternothyroid muscle. Okay, is it made clear? Okay, now we will discuss about the pre-epiglottic space. What is pre-epiglottic space? This is the hyoid bone. This is the thyroid cartilage. Superior one is hyoid bone. This is the thyroid cartilage, and from the thyroid cartilage we get epiglottis. Epiglottis is attached to the center part of the thyroid cartilage. Okay, from hyoid bone we have a ligament called as hyoepiglottic ligament. Hyoepiglottic ligament. From the hyoid bone up to the thyroid cartilage, we have a membrane called as thyrohyoid membrane. Thyrohyoid membrane. So what are the boundaries of this pre-epiglottic space? The pre-epiglottic space is bounded superiorly by the hyoepiglottic ligament and anteriorly by the thyrohyoid membrane. See, this is the thyroid cartilage, this is the hyoid bone. Connecting between the thyroid cartilage and the hyoid bone is the thyrohyoid membrane. Connecting between the epiglottis and the hyoid bone is the hyoepiglottic ligament. So this is the pre-epiglottic space. The pre-epiglottic space is bounded superiorly by the hyoepiglottic ligament, hyoid epiglottis, hyoepiglottic ligament, and anteriorly it is bounded by the, this is the thyroid cartilage, this is the hyoid, thyrohyoid membrane, and posteriorly this is the epiglottis. This is the epiglottis. So boundaries of pre-epiglottic space is superiorly there is hyoepiglottic ligament, anteriorly there is thyrohyoid membrane, and posteriorly there is epiglottis. So any tumors in the epiglottis will spread into the pre-epiglottic space. So this pre-epiglottic space of Boyer, it is also called as pre-epiglottic space of Boyer, is a 2 marks question for you. They are asked the boundaries of the pre-epiglottic space. So everybody must understand that the pre-epiglottic space is bounded superiorly by the hyoepiglottic ligament, anteriorly by the thyrohyoid membrane, and posteriorly by the epiglottis. What is the clinical importance of this pre-epiglottic space of Boyer is any tumor from the epiglottis will spread into the pre-epiglottic space. Understood? Okay. Now we'll speak about erythroids. So these erythroids are 2 in number. How many erythroids are there? The erythroids are 2 in number. So these erythroids are present on the, this is the cricoid cartilage. I already said the only complete ring-like cartilage, the only cartilage which is complete ring is a cricoid cartilage. So this erythroid cartilage are present on posterior lateral surface of the cricoid cartilage. Where is the posterior? This is the anterior part of the cricoid cartilage. This is the posterior part of the cricoid cartilage. This is the erythroids. These are the erythroids. I will elaborate the erythroid. The erythroid will be like this. The erythroids will be like this. Okay. The erythroids will be like this. Sorry. The erythroids will be like this. This anterior part of the erythroid is called as vocal process. This middle process is called as muscular process. I will draw here. See, this is the anterior process, and this is the muscular process. This is the anterior process, and this is the muscular process. So, what is attached to this anterior process, which is also called as vocal process? So, what is attached to the vocal process of the erythroid cartilage? Vocal cords. True. Vocal cords. So this is the vocal process anteriorly. This is the medially. This is the muscular process. So this is the vocal process on the erythroids. This is the vocal process on the erythroids. So from the vocal process, what will arise? True vocal cords will arise. From the vocal process, true vocal cords will arise. This is the cricoid cartilage. This is the vocal process. From the vocal process, true vocal cords will arise. Then what will happen to this muscular process? To this muscular process, the intrinsic muscles are attached. What is attached to the muscular process? The intrinsic muscles are attached. Okay, what are the intrinsic muscles of the larynx? The intrinsic muscles of the larynx are, from the muscular process, if the muscles attached posteriorly, it is called as posterior cricoerythroid. It is called as posterior cricoerythroid. From the muscular process, if they attach laterally, it is called as lateral cricoerythroid. If the muscles are attached on both sides, this is like horizontally towards one muscular process to the other muscular process, it is called as intermuscular. Intermuscular. So the intrinsic muscles of the larynx are posterior cricoerythroid, intererythroid. If it is attached laterally, it is called as lateral cricoerythroid. So lateral cricoerythroid, intererythroid, and posterior erythroid, and there is another muscle called as oblique erythroids. So what are the intrinsic muscles of the larynx? Intrinsic muscles of the larynx are posterior cricoerythroid, intererythroid, lateral erythroid, and oblique erythroid. And there is also another intrinsic muscle which is called as from the thyroid cartilage. Think that this is the thyroid cartilage. From the thyroid cartilage, there is a muscle attached up to cricoid. From the thyroid cartilage up to cricoid cartilage, there is a longitudinal muscle which is called as from the thyroid cartilage, there is a longitudinal muscle which is called as thyroerectoid muscle. The thyroerectoid muscle arises from the thyroid cartilage and extends up to the posterior part of the cricoid cartilage, and they are attached to the erythroids. So what are the intrinsic muscles of the larynx? The intrinsic muscles of the larynx are posterior cricoerythroid. From the muscular process of the erythroid, they are attached posterior to the cricoid process. Intererythroid muscle between two muscular processes of the erythroid. If there is muscle formation, it is called as intererythroid muscle. And lateral erythroid, from the muscular process, if it is attached to the lateral part of the cricoid cartilage, it is called as lateral erythroid. From the thyroid cartilage up to erythroid, it is called as thyroerythroid muscle. So these are all the intrinsic muscles of the larynx. That is lateral erythroid, lateral cricoerythroid, posterior cricoerythroid, intererythroid, thyroerythroid. But here we have to, very, very important point about the larynx is all the muscles of the larynx, are adductors. All the muscles of the larynx are adductors. That means they try to bring the vocal cords near. So all the muscles of the larynx are adductors. Add the vocal cords, adductors. But only one muscle is abductor, that is posterior cricoerythroid. This is wonderful point and very, very important point. All the muscles of the larynx are adductors, but only one muscle, which is the abductor, is posterior cricoerythroid muscle. So please note it down. It is very, very important. In whole of the larynx, all muscles of larynx are trying to add the vocal cords, but only one muscle will try to separate the vocal cord. That is the abductor, is posterior cricoerythroid. So all muscles of the larynx are adductor, except one muscle, which is posterior cricoerythroid muscle. It is the only abductor which tries to separate the vocal cord. Abductor means separate the vocal cord. The only one abductor is posterior cricoerythroid muscle. And second important point is all muscles of the larynx are supplied by recurrent laryngeal nerve. All muscles of the larynx are supplied by recurrent laryngeal nerve, except one muscle, that is this is cricoid cartilage, this is thyroid cartilage, this is the cricothyroid muscle. So all muscles of the larynx are supplied by the recurrent laryngeal nerve, except this cricothyroid muscle, which is supplied by the external branch of superior laryngeal nerve. So previously I have showed the image that vagus nerve has external superior laryngeal nerve and recurrent laryngeal nerve. This superior laryngeal nerve will give rise to external branch and internal branch. The internal branch is the nerve which pierces the thyroid membrane, but this external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will supply the cricothyroid muscle. So all muscles of the larynx is supplied by recurrent laryngeal nerve, but only one muscle, which is cricothyroid muscle, is supplied by the external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. Then what the internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will do? The internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will pierce this is the hyoid bone, this is the thyroid membrane, which it will pierce the thyroid membrane. So the superior laryngeal nerve will have two branches. One is external branch and another one is internal branch. Internal branch will pierce the thyroid membrane. External branch will supply the cricothyroid muscle. So all muscles of the larynx are supplied by internal muscles of all the muscles of the larynx are supplied by recurrent laryngeal nerve, except one cricothyroid muscle, which is supplied by the external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. External branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. All muscles of the larynx are adductors, but only posterior cricoerythroid is an abductor. So please don't forget all these points. So you have to write all these points in the exam. Okay. Now we will discuss about the intrinsic membranes. We have already discussed about the extrinsic membrane. What are the extrinsic membrane? The extrinsic membranes are thyroid membrane, which is pierced by the internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. And the second extrinsic membrane is between the thyroid cartilage and cricoid. This is called as cricothyroid membrane. Below the cricothyroid membrane, there is a muscle which is called as cricothyroid muscle. The cricothyroid muscle is pierced by the external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. So superior laryngeal nerve is very, very important in this zone. External branch of the internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will pierce the thyroid membrane. Internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will pierce the cricothyroid muscle. So here we have to find out what is the importance of cricothyroid muscle. The cricothyroid muscle is helpful for lengthening of the vocal cords. If the vocal cord length is increased or if the vocal cord tension is increased, we will get high pitched sound. So females will have high pitched sound because of the lengthening of the vocal cords. That lengthening is created by the movement of the, think this is the cricoid cartilage, this is the thyroid cartilage. In the center of the thyroid cartilage we have, in the, not visible, okay. See, in the center of the, see this is the thyroid cartilage, okay. In center of the thyroid cartilage, think this is the thyroid cartilage. In center of the thyroid cartilage, vocal cords are attached. So this is the cricoid cartilage, this is the thyroid cartilage. In the center there will be vocal cords. So in between this thyroid cartilage and cricoid cartilage there is a muscle which is called as cricothyroid muscle. When this muscle contract, what will happen? The vocal cords length will increase. When this muscle relax, when this is the contraction, this is the relaxation. When the muscle contracts, the vocal cord length will increase. When the muscle relax, the vocal cord length will decrease. So when the muscle contracts, the vocal cord length will increase, and the muscle relax. What muscle? Cricothyroid muscle relaxes, the vocal cords will become short. So the lengthening of the vocal cord will increase the pitch of the sound. So females will have high pitch sound, where the shortening of the vocal cords will decrease the pitch of the sound, will decrease the pitch of the sound. So the males will have low pitch sound, low pitch sound. This is a very, very important function of the cricothyroid muscle. So if they ask in the question, which muscle will cause tension in the vocal cords? It is the cricothyroid muscle. Or they may ask in the question, if there is a paralysis of the superior laryngeal nerve, external branch, the following is lost, adduction is lost, abduction is lost, or tension is lost, none of the above. The answer will be the tension is lost. So this external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will supply the cricothyroid muscle. The cricothyroid muscle is helpful for changing the tension in the vocal cords. If the cricothyroid muscle contract, the vocal cord length will increase. If the cricothyroid muscle relax, the vocal cord length will decrease. So tension of the vocal cords is dependent on cricothyroid muscle. It is indirectly dependent on which is supplied by the external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. So when external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve undergoes paralysis, then there will be loss of tension in the vocal cords. Okay, now we will discuss about the intrinsic membranes. We completed the extrinsic membranes. The extrinsic membrane is between the thyroid and the hyoid bone, that is called as thyrohyoid membrane. And between the thyroid cartilage and the cricoid cartilage, it is called as cricothyroid membrane. That is the extrinsic membrane. Now we will discuss about the intrinsic membrane. It is very, very important. Please see, this is the hyoid bone, and this is the, see, this is the HB is hyoid bone, and this is the thyroid cartilage, and this is the cricoid cartilage. Hyoid bone, thyroid cartilage, and cricoid cartilage. Yes or no? So from the thyroid cartilage, what we will get? We will get epiglottis. Yes or no? This is the epiglottis, which is leaf-like structure. From the hyoid bone to thyroid cartilage, there is a membrane called as thyrohyoid membrane. From the hyoid bone to epiglottis, there is a membrane called as thyroepiglottic ligament. Hyoepiglottic ligament. Yes or no? From the thyroid cartilage up to hyoid bone, there is a thyrohyoid membrane. From the hyoid bone to epiglottis, it is hyoepiglottic ligament. And this space is called as pre-epiglottic space. It is called as pre-epiglottic space. This is the thyroid cartilage, and this is the cricoid cartilage. From the thyroid cartilage, first we will get false vocal cords. Then next we will get true vocal cords. This is the false vocal cords, and this is the true vocal cord. From the epiglottis, draw a membrane. From the epiglottis, see this is the epiglottis. From the epiglottis up to false vocal cord, draw a membrane. This intrinsic membrane from the epiglottis to the false vocal cords is called as quadrangular membrane. Yes or no? This is the cricoid cartilage. From the true vocal cords, this is the true vocal cords, up to cricoid cartilage, draw a membrane, which is called as cricovocal membrane. Which is called as cricovocal membrane. The other name of cricovocal membrane is conus elasticus. So from the epiglottis up to, this is the false vocal cords. Two false vocal cords are there. Two false vocal cords. From the epiglottis up to false vocal cords, it is called as quadrangular membrane. From the true vocal cords up to cricoid cartilage, it is called as conus elasticus or cricovocal membrane. So this is the quadrangular membrane. This is the cricovocal membrane. So quadrangular membrane and cricovocal membrane, they both are intrinsic membranes. So from above epiglottis up to false vocal cords, it is called as quadrangular membrane. From the true vocal cords up to cricoid cartilage, it is called as cricovocal membrane. Both of these are intrinsic membranes. Okay. So here at the true vocal cords, at the edge of the true vocal cords, there is epiglottis. There is epiglottis. So this quadrangular membrane, which is extended from the epiglottis up to arytenoids or up to false vocal cords, is called as quadrangular membrane. This thickening of the quadrangular membrane will form a ligament which is called as hyoepiglottic, which is called as epiglottic fold. Okay, see, I will make it clear. From the epiglottis up to false vocal cords, we have a membrane called as quadrangular membrane. From the true vocal cords up to cricoid, we have a cricovocal membrane. This quadrangular membrane will get thickened from the epiglottis up to arytenoids. It is called as epiglottic fold. It is called as epiglottis fold. So this is the quadrangular membrane. This is the cricovocal membrane. There is a space in between this. That means there is space between the false vocal cords and the true vocal cords, which is not lined by any membrane. This space is called as ventricle. So what is ventricle? Ventricle is a space between the false vocal cords and true vocal cords, and it is neither lined by the quadrangular membrane or it is neither lined by the cricovocal membrane. It is a potential space. This potential space is called as ventricle. So what is the importance of ventricles? So there is a wind blowers who are there during the marriages. They will be blowing the wind. So what will happen? Constant blowing of the wind will cause prolapse of this ventricle to form a saccule. This is called as laryngosele. This is called as laryngosele. Why there is prolapse? It is a weakness in the larynx, which is not lined by quadrangular membrane or which is not also lined by the cricovocal membrane. This potential space, which is not lined by any membrane, is called as ventricle. Ventricle, and prolapse of the mucosa from the ventricle in wind blowers is called as laryngosele. So laryngosele forms from the ventricle, which is not lined by the quadrangular membrane or cricovocal membrane. Okay, this laryngosele will be palpable in the neck. So when you press the laryngosele, you will feel a gurgling sound. You will feel a gurgling sound. That gurgling sound heard by pressing the laryngosele is called as Boyce's sign. Boyce's sign. So what is Boyce's sign? B-O-Y-C-E-S sign. By pressing the laryngosele, you will hear a gurgling like sound, which is a hissing type of sound, which states that there is a laryngosele, external laryngosele, and the name of the sign is called as Boyce's sign. B-O-Y-C-E-S, Boyce's sign. So my friends, now you have to know very, very important things, because which is very important also for the CA larynx. That is, what is supraglottis, what is glottis, what is subglottis. So what is supraglottis, what is glottis, what is subglottis, what is supraglottis, what is glottis, what is subglottis. So please pay careful attention. Okay, so what is supraglottis? from the epiglottis. From the epiglottis. What did I say? What is this space? This space is called as ventricle, which is present between the quadrangular membrane and the cricovocal membrane. This space is called ventricle. So from the epiglottis up to the floor of the ventricle, from epiglottis up to the floor of the ventricle, what it is called? It is called as supraglottis. It's called as supraglottis. That means from the epiglottis up to the, this is the potential space which is present between quadrangular membrane and cricovocal membrane, up to the floor of the ventricle. This is the floor of the ventricle. It is called as supraglottis. Then what is glottis? This is the true vocal cords. So this true vocal cords is called as glottis. Then what is subglottis? Subglottis is from the lower margin of the true vocal cord up to lower margin of the cricoid cartilage. So what is supraglottis? The supraglottis extends from the epiglottis up to the floor of the ventricle. It is called as supraglottis. These two vocal cords forms the glottis. From the lower margin of the true vocal cord up to the lower margin of the cricoid cartilage, this is the cricoid cartilage, is called as subglottis. So if they say, what is supraglottis tumor? Supraglottis tumor may be arising from the epiglottis, it may be arising from the quadrangular membrane, it may be arising from the ventricle, or it may be arising from the erythroids. Because, see, epiglottis comes under supraglottis, quadrangular membrane comes under supraglottis. Your epiglottis, this erythroids comes under supraglottis. This epiglottic folds, I said no. This is from the epiglottis up to erythroids. This thickening of the quadrangular membrane will form the epiglottic fold. So this epiglottic folds also comes under the supraglottis. So supraglottic tumors are tumors arising from the epiglottis, tumors arising from the quadrangular cartilage, tumors arising from the epiglottic folds, tumors arising from the erythroids will form the supraglottis. Then what is glottis tumor? Carcinoma glottis. The carcinoma glottis is any tumor arising from the true vocal cords. Then what is subglottic tumor? The tumor which is below the vocal cord. That means you see a malignancy here, below the vocal cords. Then it is called a subglottic tumor. You see a tumor in between the true vocal cords. It is called as glottic carcinoma. You see a tumor in the ventricle. This is the ventricle. What is the ventricle? It is a potential space between the potential space which is not lined by the quadrangular membrane or cricovocal membrane. This potential space superiorly is formed by the false vocal cord, inferiorly is formed by the true vocal cords. So tumor of the ventricle. Again I will explain. 1 minute. This is the hyoid bone. This is the thyroid cartilage. This is the epiglottis. This is the hyoepiglottic ligament. This is the thyrohyoid membrane. Okay. These are the false vocal cords. These are the true vocal cords. This is the cricoid cartilage. Okay. From the epiglottis to the false vocal cords, we have a membrane called as quadrangular membrane. From the true vocal cords up to cricoid cartilage, we have a membrane called as cricovocal membrane. Yes or no? This thickening of the quadrangular membrane forms a epiglottic fold. So the space between the quadrangular membrane and cricovocal membrane, this space is called as ventricle. This space is not lined by quadrangular membrane or cricovocal membrane. This is the empty space. It is called as ventricle. So any tumor from the epiglottis up to the floor of the ventricle is called as supraglottic tumor. Any tumor arising from the true vocal cords is called as glottic carcinoma. Any tumor arising below the true vocal cord is called as subglottic carcinoma. Subglottic carcinoma, CA subglottis. So you see this. See this. Tumor of the epiglottis, tumor of the quadrangular membrane, tumor of the epiglottic fold, tumor of the false vocal cords, tumor of the ventricle. They all form the supraglottic tumor. Tumor of the true vocal cords will form the CA epiglottis, whereas the tumor below the true vocal cords is called as CA subglottis. So supraglottic tumor is formed by the epiglottis, epiglottic fold, false vocal cords, and quadrangular membrane. They all form the supraglottic tumor, including the floor of the ventricle. Whereas the true vocal cords form the glottic carcinoma, whereas below the true vocal cords forms the carcinoma subglottis. Carcinoma subglottis. Okay. Now you must know what are the boundaries of paraglottic space. Paraglottic space. What are the boundaries of paraglottic space? Okay. So paraglottic space is, see, the space which is surrounded by this intrinsic membranes is called as paraglottic space. That means imagine that this is the thyroid cartilage. This is the thyroid cartilage, and the pen where I kept the paraglottic space. So this is the my pen is a paraglottic space. My pen is a paraglottic space, and this duster is the thyroid cartilage. So what are the boundaries of paraglottic space? See, the paraglottic space is bounded laterally by the thyroid cartilage. Mine is thyroid cartilage. This is the thyroid cartilage, and it is formed medially by the quadrangular membrane superiorly and cricovocal membrane inferiorly. Okay. Once again, I will say what are the boundaries of paraglottic space. See, this is the epiglottis. This is the quadrangular membrane. This is the cricovocal membrane. These are the false vocal cords. These are the true vocal cords. Think that my duster is a thyroid cartilage and this pen is a paraglottic space. So this is the paraglottic space. The paraglottic space is bounded laterally by the thyroid cartilage, and this paraglottic space is bounded medially, superior medially by the quadrangular membrane and inferior medially by the cricovocal membrane, and between this we have a space called as ventricle. So what is the boundaries of the paraglottic space? This is the thyroid cartilage. See, to this thyroid cartilage only all these false vocal cords and true vocal cords are attached. So this is the thyroid cartilage. This pen is a paraglottic space. So this paraglottic space is bounded laterally by the, this is all thyroid cartilage, laterally by the thyroid cartilage, and superior medially by the quadrangular membrane, inferior medially by the cricovocal membrane, and middle there is no membrane. This is called as ventricle. So these are the boundaries of the paraglottic space. So the paraglottic space is bounded, instead of duster my hand, thyroid cartilage and laterally and superior medially quadrangular membrane, inferior medially by the cricovocal membrane. Understood? These are the boundaries of the paraglottic space. So what is the importance of the paraglottic space? The importance of the paraglottic space is in all these spaces, this ventricle does not have a membrane. So any tumor of the ventricle will easily enter into the paraglottic space. So they'll ask the question, which tumor has the highest risk of entering into the paraglottic space? Is it supraglottic tumor? Is it subglottic tumor? Or is it ventricular tumor? So this tumor of the ventricle, this is the ventricle, which is space between the quadrangular membrane and cricovocal membrane. This is not lined by any membrane. So there is chance of extension to the paraglottic space. So ventricular tumor has the highest risk of entering into the paraglottic space, whereas supraglottic tumor is bounded by the quadrangular membrane, whereas infraglottic subglottic space is bounded by the cricovocal membrane. These membranes will give resistance to prevent the transmission of the carcinoma larynx into the paraglottic space. Okay. So almost we have covered. So almost I have covered the anatomy of the larynx. Very, very important points are the larynx contains butterfly-shaped cartilage, which is called as thyroid cartilage. The only complete ring cartilage is called as cricoid cartilage. The extrinsic membranes are thyroid membrane and ecothyroid membrane. What is the importance of thyroid membrane? It is pierced by the external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. Then what is the importance of the internal branch? Sorry, it is pierced by the internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. Then what is the importance of the external branch? The external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will pierce the cricothyroid muscle. The cricothyroid muscle is helpful for changing the tension in the vocal cords. If the cricothyroid muscle contracts, there is lengthening of the vocal cords and the tension will increase. And if the cricovocal muscle relax, the length of the vocal cord will decrease and tension will decrease. So cricothyroid muscle is helpful for changing the tension in the vocal cords. All muscles of the larynx, that is inter-arytenoid muscle, posterior cricoarytenoid muscle, lateral cricoarytenoid muscle. Okay, all the muscles of the larynx are adductors, but only one abductor muscle is posterior cricoarytenoid muscle. So only one adductor muscle of the larynx is posterior cricoarytenoid muscle. So all muscles of the larynx are supplied by the internal laryngeal nerve, by recurrent laryngeal nerve, except one muscle which is supplied by the external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve is cricothyroid muscle. So all muscles of the larynx are supplied by recurrent laryngeal nerve, except cricothyroid muscle, which is supplied by the external branch of the internal laryngeal nerve, whereas the external branch of superior laryngeal nerve, whereas the internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will pierce the thyroid membrane. Now we'll go for clinical aspect. When we move the larynx sideways, flex the neck and move the larynx sideways, we'll feel a grating sensation. Why there is a grating sensation? Because think that this is the vertebra, our spinal cord vertebra, cervical vertebra. This is the larynx. The larynx will rub against the vertebra. The larynx, this is the larynx. This is my vertebra column. So when I move this larynx sideways, I will rub the vertebra. So because of the rubbing on the vertebra by the larynx, we will feel a grating sensation. That grating sensation is a normal phenomena. And this grating sensation is seen in all people. It is called as Bocca sign. What sign? Bocca sign. B-O-C-C-A-S. So when there is a tumor between this larynx and vertebra, when there is a tumor or then when there is an abscess, we cannot rub the, if we rub the larynx against the vertebra, if there is any fluid between this vertebra and the larynx, we cannot feel this grating sensation. If there is any fluid or if there is any tumor between the vertebra and the larynx, we cannot feel the grating sensation. There is obstruction in between this. So we cannot feel the grating sensation. When there is a fluid in between this, we cannot feel the grating sensation. When there is a tumor between these two structures, larynx and the vertebra, this is called as absent laryngeal crepitus. So absent laryngeal crepitus is seen in retropharyngeal abscess. That means the abscess which is present behind the pharynx, behind the esophagus. This is the larynx. In between this, we have, behind the larynx, we have esophagus. This is the vertebral column. When we rub the larynx against the vertebral column, esophagus and the larynx will be pressed against the vertebra and will feel the grating sensation. But behind the larynx, we have esophagus. Behind the esophagus, we have a retropharyngeal space. So if there is any fluid in the retropharyngeal space, we cannot press the larynx against the vertebra. So this laryngeal crepitus is absent when there is fluid between the larynx and the vertebra, which is called as retropharyngeal abscess. We cannot feel the grating sensation when there is tumor between the larynx and the vertebra, which is called as post-cricoid growth. So in post-cricoid growth, cricoid is cartilage around the larynx. So if there is a growth, this is the vertebra. Growth will be in between this space. We cannot feel the grating sensation. If there is a fluid between the larynx and the vertebra, retropharyngeal space, we cannot feel the grating sensation. Absence of grating sensation is called as Bocca sign. Okay. So when we push the larynx sideways, we hear a grating sensation because our larynx will be compressed against the vertebra and we'll feel a grating sensation. But when there is a fluid between this vertebra and this larynx, that fluid will not allow the grating sensation. That fluid may be retropharyngeal abscess or there may be a mass which is called as post-cricoid mass. This is the larynx, mass behind the larynx. This post-cricoid mass also prevents the movement of the larynx along the vertebra. So it causes the absence of grating sensation when larynx is moved against the vertebra. This is called as Bocca sign. Bocca sign, which is an absent laryngeal crepitus. So friends, till now we have discussed everything completely against the anatomy of the larynx, regarding the anatomy of the larynx. And we come to nerve supply of the larynx. The nerve supply of the larynx is above the vocal cords. The sensation of the larynx is by the internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. I have already explained you that internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve will pierce the thyroid membrane and it supplies the sensation of the larynx above the vocal cords. Okay, sensation below the vocal cords is supplied by the recurrent laryngeal nerve. Superior laryngeal nerve and recurrent laryngeal nerve both are branches of the vagus nerve. So vagus nerve has two branches, superior laryngeal nerve and recurrent laryngeal nerve. Superior laryngeal nerve will supply the sensation above the vocal cords by giving a branch called as internal branch of the superior laryngeal nerve, which pierces the thyroid membrane. Okay, and the sensation below the vocal cords is supplied by the recurrent laryngeal nerve. And one more important thing, all muscles of the larynx are supplied by the recurrent laryngeal nerve except one muscle, which is cricothyroid muscle, which is supplied by the external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve. And this cricothyroid muscle is helpful for the maintenance of tension in the vocal cords. So when external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve is damaged during thyroid surgeries, or when superior laryngeal nerve is damaged during the thyroid surgeries, the patient will have loss of tone because of loss of tension, because of the loss of muscular movement of the cricothyroid muscle. So, thank you.